All right, so we are going to one-shot prompt this globe using Claude Code. So I've already written the prompt, and what's important here is obviously the prompt itself, but I have asked Claude to one, enter planning mode because that allows it to deeply discover what it needs to do and plan out the entire process, which allows it to actually do this in one prompt. And two, I tell it to utilize multiple agents, which allows it to scaffold this entire project again in one prompt. Okay, so it does say I'll start by entering planning mode to design this properly. Entered plan mode. Excellent. It seems to understand what I asked it to because it's saying, let me now design the architecture for a stunning interactive globe. Claude seems to be very thrilled with itself. It says, excellent plan. Let me write the final plan file and present it for approval. And by the rules of one prompt, we aren't able to actually adjust anything. So we just have to accept the plan as it is. So we'll go through and look at the plan, but we cannot give it any sort of instructions. Okay, so here is the plan. It has the context, building a visually stunning interactive 3D globe, which is great. It's going to start with 25 to 30 world locations, which seems reasonable with beginning projects, cities, landmarks, and natural wonders, and view beautiful info panels with details about each place. Now, what I'll be curious is if it just kind of mimicked my wording on, I think I said, do a beautiful UI, or if it's actually going to do it. So it's decided on a dark space theme with glass morphism UI, and it did do the four parallel agents, which is great. So one's gonna be working on project scaffolding, one's gonna be doing the data layer, one's gonna be doing info panel and UI components, and one's doing app integration and polish. All right, and again, we just have to accept it because this is a one-shot prompt. So we're just gonna hit enter, and now we see what happens. Okay, so it's still in the middle of building, but you can see that this one agent, project scaffolding agent, has started to create the entire project scaffold here on the side. All four agents completed. I noticed the scaffolding agent worked in the space name directory while others used the dash name directory. Let me check the actual directory structure and fix any issues. So that's pretty cool. So it's self-correcting itself. So it is going to merge everything that's been done and pull it into one directory. Now it's checking for any build errors, TypeScript errors, things like that. All right, so here's a moment of truth. We're gonna see what it did and how it built it. Globe Explorer, loading world data. Hey, that looks pretty cool. All right, let's click in. Oh, okay, so we can zoom in. It seems like it did not get the clicking in correct. It says 28 locations to discover, but I mean, hey, for one shot prompt though, that did a pretty good job. I mean, it looks really nice. So obviously in follow-up prompts from here, we would have it figure out why you cannot click into here, but those would just be minor fixes. This did a really nice job, to be fair. You can zoom out, you can zoom in, you can spin it. That's pretty cool. Okay, so you can search places, you just cannot actually click on them. But let's click on one and see what happens. Let's go to Tokyo. Hey, that looks really nice. I mean, obviously, I would not say this necessarily meant beautiful UI, right? But I did not give this a lot of detail. I just said, make it a beautiful UI. I don't know. I would say I would give this like an 85% with the little bit of information that I handed over to it, to be honest with you. Anyway, subscribe below and we'll chat soon.